In this lesson, your teacher is going to work with you on reading tablature. Tablature is essentially a diagram of the 6 strings of the guitar. There's going to be 6 lines on the paper. Each line is a string, and then we place numbers on there. It's going to be easier for your teacher to show you how this works than me, but it's the kind of thing, once you understand it, takes like 10-20 minutes to learn how to read it, and then you should be fine. And we place the numbers where we place our fingers. So if on the first line of tablature there's a 0, that's the open string. If there's a 1, that's the first fret. If there's a 2, it would be the second fret. A 3 would be the third fret, and so on right up the neck. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate example 115. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb again, which you played in the last lesson, but in that lesson you played it from rote, by rote. Here we're going to be reading the tablature. And the idea is you can compare what you remember playing by imitating your teacher to actually watching that tablature, which is a diagram of the strings and the frets with numbers that you're actually going to play. When I play it this time, I'm going to use 2 fingers, not just one. Okay, so I'm going to start with my third finger, and that'll allow me to use my first finger on the second fret and then some open strings. And when I come up, I'll just slide up with this finger. So watch what I'm doing and try to watch your tablature at the same time and compare the two. You'll notice that if the tablature says 4, I'm playing the 4th fret. If the tablature says 2, I'm playing the 2nd fret, and so on. So here's what it would sound like. I'm going to do it slowly so you can compare what I'm doing to your tab. 1, 2, 3, 4. In these next 2 examples, which are 117 and 118, it's both Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, but on 2 different strings. And this is, again, to reinforce your tablature. If you compare the tab numbers for example 117, which is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, all played on the first string, you'll see they're the exact same numbers on the second string in example 118, which is the same song, but it'll wind up in a different key. So here, I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to play example 117 for you. Compare what I'm doing to the tablature in your book. And since I see it starts way up the neck after a couple of open strings, I'm going to start with my first finger already positioned up here at the 7th fret, so that I'm kind of in position to do this. So this is 117 on the first string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to play example 118. The exact same song, exact same melody, even the exact same frets, but on a different string, which puts the whole thing in a different key. Again, I'm going to position my hand up at the 7th fret because I see that's the first fret I have to play. First 2 notes are open. 1, 2, 3, 4.